You did it.
All right, we're live. Hello.
Howdy.
TRB Collectibles is here. He followed me over from Ryan's show over on
Oh, wow.
Galaxy CD. He does a show. I don't know. Do you watch his show at 10 o'clock? He
Nope.
comes on right
10
before we
p.m.?
do. Hmm?
10 p.m.?
10 a.m. Like it was just
Oh,
over.
okay.
So,
No, no.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm
more
usually
of
just trying
a
to get ready.
more of like
Well,
a
welcome.
pod. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just telling him welcome. I don't know the
Oh.
name, but
You know what? It's I don't know TRB's name. Um but they've been here before. And there's Michael. I do remember Michael's name. See, I told you eventually I would remember it. Good morning.
how's it going, y'all? Yeah, you did good.
TRB, if you're fine with TRB, we'll call you that. But if you have a first name, we'll go with that too.
Or we can call you Turb.
No,
Tom.
Ryan's show is kind of like a podcast format. Oh, it's Tom. Okay. We'll see if I remember that next time. I'll probably have to ask you about 10 more times before I remember it. Um, but it's like a news show. So he pulls out all kinds of reselling articles and things like that. And then he talks about his own sales and he does books and ephemera and magazines and sells media, things like that.
Okay. So it's online selling through um, YouTube.
No, like on
No,
eBay and
just
um,
okay.
yeah, he has two. I think he does eBay and Mercari. Was that
Bug is
something?
here.
He's got a couple. Hey, Bug, how are you? Good morning.
How's it going?
I'm pretty wound up. I got stuff to do, and having this show and having to be live kind of forces me to do it. So pretty excited to be getting my work done. Oddly enough,
This morning I woke up to fresh baked bread.
you did.
Yeah, I bought a Zojirushi bread maker. It's like a 1 pound loaf. And I bought it to resell because it's a decent brand. But I was like, let me try to make some bread. And I did, and it was great. And it's just like a loaf like this big, you know? So it's like
Yeah.
maybe makes 5 or 6 slices.
Right.
And I set it last night to be ready at 7:30 this
Oh
morning.
my
I
gosh,
woke
that's
up, I'm like,
brilliant.
that smells great. So of course I had to have a slice, which I
Yes.
never eat. Like by now I'm still not have eaten, but I had to eat that. So maybe I need to do it a little later in the day. But you know, when it's hot and fresh, you want it, right? So that I did a lot of work already.
That's nice that you can set that to be ready, though.
Yeah, you just set it for how many hours you want it to be ready, and it
Yeah.
starts baking it when when it's time. So
Oh, that's cool. So, what is a
yeah.
resale value on something like that?
I think the one that I have is probably about $60-$70.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing that kind of kicked it to where I used it instead is it's a non-stick pan,
Oh
and there's
yeah.
like a section about an inch and a half to an inch wide that's like peeled off, and it's like active peeling. So like you could pull it
Oh
and peel it.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna kill myself with the carcinogens instead of someone else. You know. I mean, the machine might be worth something later anyway. You
Yeah.
know, it like I don't know. I had a Hitachi I was gonna sell because I bought it at a garage sale, and turns out it doesn't work like they said it did. I put all the freaking bread and stuff in there, and it just sat there and did nothing.
Oh no.
Hey, Cameron,
Hey Cameron, how are you doing?
we're just talking about bread and
And
stuff,
then this is Ryan. So Galaxy CD Rocks and Flips. He's the one
right?
that does
Okay,
the show at 10 o'clock. Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Welcome.
I sent him some ephemera.
Oh yeah.
We were talking about that from that estate sale.
Gotcha. All right. Cameron says, "Glad you're on out in the shed." So, are you full time now, Cameron? Is that what's happening? Because usually, don't you typically have a day job, or is it early morning there and it's too early for your day job? What's going on? I guess I haven't caught Cameron's show for a while, but it just seems like an odd hour for him to be out in the shed. Except I've deducted that he lives in the shed because that's all we ever see. All right, Tom says bread makers are good money if you find them if people are willing to pay for the shipping. Yeah.
Well, yeah, a lot of people actually buy them for the paddles. It's on the inside, and that's what
Okay.
I ended up doing with the Hitachi because it didn't work, and I wasn't sure if the container that was holding the paddle
Hmm.
was jammed up. Like, so I,
Okay.
because you can sell the container,
Sure.
you can sell the paddle or the machine, but the
Hmm.
paddle and the pan is worth the most. So I went ahead and I know the paddles, all you do is just stick it on the little turning thing. So I
Yeah.
threw everything away because it didn't work. I didn't know if it was the machine or the pan
Okay.
jammed up. So I'm trying to sell the paddle for like 17 bucks based on comps,
Gotcha.
plus shipping. So, I mean, I paid 5 for it. I just get my
Oh,
money back and it's, big ass, sorry,
no, you're
big
fine.
machine that is now in the trash and out of my house.
Yeah. Okay, so
Um,
Ryan says he's already sold a few of those. That's awesome.
Yeah, bread makers, I mean, they are heavy. Like, if there's value in the whole unit,
Hmm.
great. Or just look at like the paddles and pans,
Yeah.
and you could probably, I mean, that's easy to store and ship. But
Yeah. I was gonna say I have a bread maker and I absolutely love it, and I can't imagine having to ship it. But mine's like a 2 pound loaf, I think.
yeah,
But
most of them are at least a pound. This one was like
there
a
have been
mini.
times I've had to search through the drawer for that little bitty paddle.
I just keep it
So
in the bread maker.
yeah, I can see how they get lost though, and there's
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
a demand for them. Yeah.
Yeah, when I threw it in the bin, I'm like, ooh. The bin's a lot bigger when you're throwing a little piece in there, but
Yeah. Okay, so Cameron's out on medical leave with surgery on his arm. Okay, gotcha. Hoping to go full time one day. Goals, man. Work towards those goals. Speaking of goals, Ryan has over on Amazon has designed a goal tracker for resellers. I'll show you mine.
excuse me.
But they're really nice size and price wise, they're good and they're nice quality. And I have not used mine.
Yeah.
Look at
Oh,
me
yeah.
going
I've
on.
seen that. This is cool.
So 52-week reseller plan. So if you guys are looking for a weekly planner just for your reselling, so he's got inspirational messages on all the pages, and they're blank, which I like because like if I don't use it this week, I can skip a week and not waste a page. Just write in
Yeah.
where you're at. So anyhow, there's listings and goal trackers at the bottom, and then to-do lists for the whole week up there. So, anyhow, there's that. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Heck yeah.
Okay, VCR conversation. So I found my Goodwill apparently prices VCRs across the board at $5. And so I found one time that was worth flipping. It was flipping around, 45, $50 on eBay. So I thought,
Okay.
oh, I'll give it a try, right? Pay my $5, load it in my van, drive around for a week, look at it. I did not want to ship that thing. I took it right back and donated.
I remember you telling me you took it back to Goodwill and donated it.
I
Well, they
donated
are
it
big
back.
and heavy, but there's so many videos on how to ship it, and I'm kind of learning to like ship bigger things and not
Mm-hmm.
get intimidated by it. And if you think about it, the VCRs, I know it's electronic, but they're pretty hardy. You
Yeah.
know, they're just like wrap it, protect the corners, and you're good.
I think
But
I psyched myself out with the size of it.
yeah, well,
I was like,
in
that
this
is so
closet,
huge.
I've got like a stack of 3, and one day I finally connected them to my TV because I
Yeah.
haven't tested them, and one of them I know ate my tape. One wouldn't display, so I don't know what I was thinking. Part of me was thinking maybe there was something else I wasn't doing right, so they're
Yeah.
back in there, and I'm like, why? I might have. It's hard for me to throw a bread maker or a VCR away because it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like this big piece of machine. It's like it just almost seems like it should be going to better use somewhere.
Yeah.
But I
Like
don't
I could
know.
throw stuff like that in my recycling bin and the city will take it.
Yeah, no, I don't have a
You don't
recycle. The
have okay.
only I only have like paper
Mm-hmm.
recycling bin. I don't have. Do have a recycle center. I guess I could have taken the metal stuff like that too. I mean, you don't get much money for it, but at least they will
Right.
take care of it for you.
Yeah, no, I don't get any money when I do that. I just have to donate it. But yes, I can see how bread makers would fall into that category of
Hmm.
redonation.
Yep.
Take the parts out and redonate the rest of it. I don't know
Hmm.
where they.
Right.
I don't know if they'll sell it without the parts.
I mean, no, I don't know.
Yeah,
Not sure.
yeah, I know. So Ryan's telling me put it to use. Okay, and then there is the link. Ryan, are you? Um, I don't have YouTube up here. Let me pull YouTube up here. It's gonna echo for just a second. Because I don't know if he is.
Well, he should
He
have
must
the wrench
be.
if he's able to put a link in there. I think
Yeah, that's what I
he
was gonna
must have a
say.
wrench.
Um,
Tim, hey Tim, he just like asked a question like did he pop in earlier? I'm like, I didn't see him come in.
do I sell or ship anything bigger than a VCR on a regular basis? No, I try not to. Um, okay, he did say he's wrenched. I was gonna pull it up because I can't see who's wrenched and who's not. Now I will say, let me show you what I have down here. This has got a bigger value, and I flipped one of these before, and so this one I'm willing to mess with the shipping and the size. So I do occasionally have some items that are larger. So I've got the mixer down in here. It's one of those really heavy duty ones. But I have procrastinated listing it. But this I will not donate back. I only paid $5 for it, and it sells for about $280. So I will be listing this one. But on a regular basis, I try not to. Now, like I have, dishes and things like that, and I try and sell them out by the piece. But every once in a while, somebody will come and order like all 6 of the plates that I have, and then I get into a pretty big size box there with all the packaging. But no, I try not to. Let me think. What else do I have that's big? Nothing really. No, I don't. I don't really ship anything that's big or heavy like that.
Hey
In the
Tommy.
giveaway, there's semi one. An opening of the delivery and walkthrough journal on camera. I have to add it. Oh, awesome. Tim quietly creeped in.
It's all good. All good.
Cameron says everyone loves a lurker. I lurk. I do tend to lurk quite often, yeah. And there is Tommy. Welcome. You guys were on late last night because I woke up. I turned you guys on and then I fell asleep and I woke up a couple hours later and the show was still going. So I need to go back and I tend to rewatch the Tommy and Tracy broadcasts later because I can never stay awake.
Yeah, I
But
actually
now that I
watched that
woke up
last
like
night and they were
immediately.
talking about different or was it I came on last night, but I can't remember, it wasn't last night. I think it was a New Year's Eve one where they were talking about the different channels and editing style they liked. They were talking about one
Yep.
RVer. And I was like, oh, let me go check them out. And I did. I was like, oh, I've seen their channel and yeah, it's a good channel. Because me and Kelly have been talking, and it looks like retirement is going to be within maybe a year, like this time next year.
Oh, that's
So
exciting.
we started looking at all those, obviously, RV channels because that's what
Yep.
we're going to do and stuff. But I got a dilemma because yesterday someone contacted me through LinkedIn
Mm-hmm.
to do a job for what I used to do.
Okay.
And the offer was 10% more pay than I made when I left, which is great, and a 15% annual bonus. But so I was like, okay, well, send me the information. And I was like, by the way, I don't need a job, so I'm actually the one doing the interviewing. And they're like, well, that sounds great. So they gave me the information. I'm like, this job looks super easy and it's remote.
Oh, wow.
But I was like, if I do that, I have time off. I want to do like 2 weeks for the honeymoon, prepare for the wedding, and then turn around, have them train me, and then leave in a
Right.
year. So I was like, yeah, that's like 100K salary. Like, that's 100,000 for the year. I could have more than I
Right.
will, but anyway.
Well, now are you looking at full-time hours with something like that then? From
Well,
home?
yeah, I mean, like, I have to actively look for a job
Mm-hmm.
for the moment because I'm collecting unemployment, trying to. I think the next month or two is going to tell whether or not I can live off of what I'm doing here.
Okay.
The last quarter was not really a good judge for me. So um, I'll be able to stop that once I make sure that January, February are looking like normal, good
Right.
paying months. If not, then I need that unemployment, but I have to look for a job actively. So anyway, I did put out there that I'm looking for full time and whatever, but I think I might change it now to contract or part
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm. That
That
would
way,
make sense.
yeah. So the company that approached me yesterday, it because it's so easy, and it's kind of a small shop. I'm thinking about telling them that I actually think I'd be better if I could find something for me to take a couple here and there.
Yeah. You're freezing
If
up
they
just a
can go in
little
it
bit.
with no guilty conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Kelly's like, nah, probably better just stick with what you're doing. And he's probably right, but I have to entertain these things.
Yeah, yeah. So the biggest thing that I have ever shipped
But yeah, those
was a
RVers downsizing
hmm?
was a, what'd you say?
There's a question on the screen from Tom. He says, "What would you say is the largest item you have ever shipped?"
Oh,
And I know what mine was. It was that
did you say eight?
Burger King
Did,
kids meal display.
oh, yeah. Yeah. Mine wasn't
And
that near that big.
I have I have pictures of that on my Instagram, but basically it was one of those cardboard cutouts that you see like in the restaurant, and it was from the 90s and it had Pokemon on it. It was taller than I was, but I could fold it in half, so it did fold down to some degree. But it was gigantic by the time I was done. I had to Frankenbox three pieces together, and I had to do it out in the driveway because I didn't have enough room here in my office. So anyhow, yeah, that's. What about you, Gail? Have you ever had anyone that's really big like
No,
that?
I had like as far as size wise, like a Fitz and Floyd pig terrine. And it was like a box, like
Yeah.
pretty big and about this wide. But it was easy for me to ship because it was already had that styrofoam and all that in there. So I
Okay,
just
that's awesome.
I put that box in a box and shipped it. I didn't do the extra box and or
Yeah.
like padding between it. They got it and they were happy.
Yeah, no, that I mean that was cardboard I was shipping, and now it did have like a plastic like bubble that came out, and it had some of the toys in it, and that was easy enough to package up and just stick down in there. But the cardboard was there was only so much I could fold it down.
Yeah. You know what I was going to ask you this. I saw because I'm looking at RVing and stuff, e-bikes. I was looking at e-bikes and one of them had done an unboxing of one and it came in like it was a fold-up bike that they had put in a bag and they sprayed in like a foam, kind of almost like foam spray insulation, but it
Mm-hmm.
just peeled away from the product pretty easily.
Interesting.
So yeah, real interesting. So I was kind of thinking like, what would you be able to do that like with glassware, dishes? Obviously, it's
Well,
probably more
nothing that has
industrial
paint
that
on
they do
it.
it, huh?
Nothing that's hand painted. You couldn't
Yeah.
do that.
Well, they had. I mean, the painted items. It wasn't hand painted, but it didn't affect that at all. But also, couldn't you like just wrap those like individually so it doesn't touch the product and spray it? Like I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
That's
like in a
probably
grocery bag.
I mean, you
right?
could probably manage it right. It's just like obviously they're doing it on an industrial scale. They probably don't even sell that in a spray can or
Right, right.
something that, but it kind of got me thinking, man, can you imagine what kind of money somebody would make if they developed that for resellers that or anyone that ships large products?
Kat has something she's been using for very fragile items. It's an expandable product, but I don't know that it's a spray on. I think it's in a
Hmm.
package and you just have to open it up.
Hmm.
But okay, so Tommy's recommending after 2 years of full time, you want to have a minimum of 3 times what your job would pay.
Yeah, no, there's no way in hell. Tommy, okay? Like and like I told that guy, I don't have to work because I'm financially great. So I don't want to make, I mean, if I could do 3 times, that'd be great, but that's not my objective. So
Yeah.
please say great. I'll never go full time then.
Yeah, yeah. Cameron's
Nobody listen to Tommy. That's no.
Cameron's dreams have been crushed.
Do what makes you happy. That's what I say. If you could pay your bills and be
Right.
happy, it'd be good to have spending money and definitely have an emergency fund, but live your
Yeah.
best life. That's what I say.
I'm
But
really
I'm just
lucky that
like,
right now, like, we're just living off of Tim's income, and what I'm doing is digging us out of debt. And it
yeah,
wasn't
using that extra.
anything, yeah, ours wasn't anything meaningful. It was just,
Yeah.
we just spent more than we had.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, but we are just so close to being able to say that I literally have no debt beyond my house, which is going to be absolutely amazing.
I know. And that's great that you're doing that this side hustle because what he makes pays your bills
Yeah,
and then maybe then some, but what you're making is just gravy. Like
it
and
is.
pour it
That's all
all
it
over
is.
that debt. And that's what I did. I mean, I had good salary,
Yeah,
but I still did reselling. I still do Airbnb. I mean, you don't get anywhere in life just sitting on the couch, just saying,
right, right.
and I am completely debt free, including the house. In fact, I'm officially a millionaire, believe it or not.
Really?
I hit it. I did it.
Woo! That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so yeah, so I'm super excited about that.
That's amazing. I knew your house was paid, so I know that's like a big weight. But I mean, even when your house is paid, though, I mean, you still, insurance and taxes, we've talked about that. You always still have something that
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
consistently paying for.
And I think I told you we were on the fence when I got married, moved into his house, what
Yeah.
I would do with this house. And I'm really convinced I just need to sell it because I start thinking of when it needs foundation repair, which could
Hmm.
be soon, because I keep hearing the house pop, like something's going to happen at some point, and that's going to cost me money. The AC is old and like it's
Right.
just all these things I really just don't want to deal with. So I'm thinking about just getting cash for it and investing it somehow.
Yeah. I can't say I disagree with you. I would not want to still have the responsibility for a home that I'm not living in.
Well, yeah, there's that. Like the rental house that I have, the renter pays for everything because it's a
Hmm.
rent to own. So that's perfect. Like I don't have to think or worry about any of that. In fact, I guess I could do that for this house.
Yeah. Ryan says he's making about half what he did at the last job, but having the absolute freedom to do what I want with my time, which is way more valuable. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. I mean,
I think
yeah,
that, and if you can make it, I mean, it's better not to barely make it, but if you can make it and still have some freedom, that's good.
yeah, that's awesome. See how the first 6 months of 2022 go, and then reassess if you're going to go full time or not. Yeah.
Yeah, I think someone had asked what our 2021 was, and honestly, I don't even know how to find that.
Oh yeah. So for me, I'm kind of in a weird spot. So overall, like I'm fine with my sales numbers. I've each month I've sold more dollar wise, maybe not item wise, but my profit each month has gone up in 2021, which is amazing. but I only sold for just 2 or 3 months in 2020, I think is when I started. And so I don't have a lot to compare it to, but as far as what I'm using the profits for and the money and what I need the money for, like it's been amazing. I've almost dug us out of, I won't even say how much debt in just over a year. We'll be done with it. So for me, it's been great.
Yes.
My numbers are still going up, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
That's, man, I love that. Do you follow like the Dave Ramsey plan to get out of debt, or are you just doing?
Um, Loosely, very loosely. Yeah. I didn't necessarily snowball all of it, but I did focus on certain pieces. There were certain credit cards that I wanted just to be done with, and so I focused very heavily on those while making minimum payments on the others. So I did use kind of that philosophy, but it wasn't
Yeah.
necessarily the snowball.
Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with everything that he suggests, but the debt snowball is like mentally the best way I think to
Sure.
pay down debt. Because I was like,
Yeah, and
wait,
I can
no,
see that.
I was more of the camp.
Visually, that is ideal. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But I was more of the camp, like hit the one with the highest interest. But
Mm.
there's just something about paying off a bill that even if it was just $100 balance, like you're
Mm.
like, one gone, one gone. It's just mentally, it
Yeah.
is a trick.
There was because of the way that Tim was contributing to one of the cards we were paying, which actually had the highest balance, but the money that he was giving me was specifically for that card. Like I didn't have a choice in that kind of funding, but the money that I was putting in, I got to choose where it was going.
Hmm.
And so I just had that high interest was just making me so mad every time I would see that interest payment on the bill. So that's the one that I chipped
Yeah.
away at, but um, we're just down to the one now. So bills, 50% reinvest healthcare taxes. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to think about and considerations when you guys are going full time. When that's your, Tim takes care of all of our benefits, so I don't have to worry about that. My husband is self-employed though too, so um, we understand the needs behind what you have to do to be self-employed.
Well, yeah. I mean, being self-employed is no joke. Like you have to get used to spending money that you work really, really hard for. Like when you
Yeah.
work for someone, you're not working really, really hard for it,
Isn't that kind
right?
of funny how you feel different about that?
Yeah, very different. And if you don't make the money that you work really, really hard for to pay your bills, you still have bills to be paid.
Right.
So at the end of the day, then you're having to dip into your savings. And I'm not all about that. Like, I don't want to do that. And it's hard. Like, we were looking at the whole retirement part. It's like one of the things people say is you got to get used to spending money you've saved all your life. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, hell, that's actually a problem. It's hard to do, you know,
Yeah.
because you don't know when you're going to die. Like, if you knew when you were going to die, then you could budget. Well, if
Like
you
you would just
don't, you're
blow
like,
it when you knew you were gonna go, right? Yeah.
exactly. So you got to be conservative while you're living, but you want to
Yeah.
live, right? So it's
Okay,
a
I'm finally
struggle.
gonna photograph something. We've been on here for how long? 28 minutes. I know I have a draft for this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this little doodad figurine photographed.
It's a
But Cameron did
clothing.
mention that his wife could carry him on health insurance, so that would
Oh,
be
that's good.
that's ideal. Yeah.
Yeah, because my health care is like 500 a month,
Hmm.
and that's healthy, no medication, no nothing. So it's not cheap. I mean, you could go to healthcare.gov, but
Hmm.
you'll pay a lot less. It's just the
We,
coverage sucks.
we went through a broker, but then we carry a health savings account, so all of that's tax free. Whatever we can stash away in that account.
Hmm.
And we just make sure we have enough to cover our because we just pay for everything up front. We just have a high deductible,
Okay. Yeah.
but that health savings account is all tax free, so we max out on that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not cheap even with the high deductible. Yeah, his is $1,500 a month. Ours is $1,200. Just the three of us. Yeah. Well, you know what? I take that back. We might. I'll bet. I would bet money Kayla is still on our insurance, but she's only gonna have a couple more years of that. So. But yeah, I know we're only paying about $1,200. You know what? I think I left my tape measure over here. Let me grab that real quick. I have two tape measures, and I'm literally like a foot away from it. But for some reason, I moved both of them over there. I don't remember why. Oh well.
Today is a clothing day for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I have a box of ornaments over here that didn't get into this December's listing, but that's okay. I'm still
Yeah,
gonna.
so like I'm really struggling because watching all those downsize videos, I'm like, okay, like I have to be in the mentality that I really just need to get rid of everything I own because when we move
Mm-hmm.
to RV, it's not there's you can't take hardly anything.
Right.
So I started just kind of panicking a little bit because I got a lot to list, but I also need to take time to. I mean, I'm moving in 2 months and I haven't touched my house. So I think I might set a goal like 10 listings a day or whatever per day. And then after that's done, then start purging and cleaning and
Yeah.
packing. I honestly don't know because I'm like, I need to sell stuff to make money and I can't do that if I'm just focusing on packing.
Right.
It's
That's.
weird.
I
I
mean,
used
that's
to have,
hard. You're gonna have to find a balance in there.
yeah, I mean, I used to have a full time job and I somehow managed to do things like move and grocery shop
Right.
after work. But now I'm like, no, I got to do one or the other. I can't work and go grocery shopping. It's a struggle.
Tommy just mentioned he wasn't trying to scare off Cameron. There isn't much reality about it and what it takes on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, obviously we need to know. You need to hear from people that are doing this full time what it takes and what's the best methods. I mean, to make it work, you definitely want we want you to share what you are doing that's making it work for you because that's awesome. That is definitely the information you need to see and hear. All right, Cameron says clothes and hats on the models today. Tiger wants to take as many as possible before we run out of excitement. I agree. That's how I'm feeling about these ornaments. And I've got
Yeah,
to find a string of lights because this is one of those ones that lights up.
yeah. All of these that I'm working on now, y'all,
I know
have
I
been
have a
in
string
my
of lights over
car
here.
since October.
Where'd they go?
So, Tommy, since you sell clothing, what would you say the brand of this jacket is?
Starter.
Is it Starter brand?
Yeah.
It's not Classic Team, NFL Collection, America's Favorite Sport. Okay, someone did have in there listed as Starter. Okay, you're right. Thumbs up, folks. Yes, please. That will help
Yeah.
Aaron out for sure. Okay, so then I'll do Starter.
So here, so I've got the ornaments, that plug into the string of lights. So I keep my box of lights over here so I can test them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'd
Do
be
you
nice
guys
to have
do
a testing
goofy
station or
stuff like
something.
that? Yeah, I've got. See, I even pulled the plug down right to the end. Oh, that's the wrong end. Oh no, maybe this isn't the right. Maybe this is the box I was gonna sell. I had a box where I could just pull out the one end, and I already have the bulb. Oh, this isn't it. Oh, I wonder if I sold those. All right, well, we're just gonna make a new tester set. Where's the plot? There it is. Do you guys go through this much trouble? Do you test these kinds of ornaments? I guess I feel like I will get more money if it works.
Well, if you can plug it in, I don't know why you wouldn't. So you at
Yeah,
least say it works or not.
I've got a. Well, maybe I'm gonna have to take down one of my lights. There we go. Okay, the lights half work. Okay, that may be why this set is my new tester set, because half of them aren't working. Okay, so Cameron says that is additional information about the style. So starter's the brand, and then you need additional information from that tag. Oh, okay. So Cameron said, appreciate your honesty. There's always going to be people in one column saying go for it, while the other column says be smart about it, bro. Yeah. I mean, the excitement of going for it is awesome, but you got to take that time to prepare and make sure it's going to work, because otherwise you're going to be really sad if it doesn't work. Okay. Do we want to take bets on whether or not the lighthouse works? What's it supposed to do? Flashing light, it says. Okay, yep, no noises or anything. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it works. Oh, wait. Yep. Awesome. I'm going to give a picture of the light. And then, actually, let's do this. Let me get dark for a second. Oh, yeah,
Cameron
I guess
says he
it doesn't
votes
show that
it
dark for you
works.
guys.
Hey, Paul, how's it going? Welcome.
Who's here?
Paul?
Oh, there he is. Hello. That's a new, he's got a new little symbol next to his name. What are those things called?
What is it? Oh.
It's not an avatar. What is it?
I think they are called
Is
avatars.
it an avatar? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Cameron waits. It works. It does work. Check it out. Wait for it. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Let me get a good picture of that when that light is on. And then.
Damn. Oh, dang.
There we go. Awesome.
This jacket weighs 3 pounds. That's crazy.
Does it really?
Yes. Don't know how I'm going to charge for it. These have been literally in my car since I went to the bins in October. I just took them out this
Seriously?
morning.
I thought
Yes.
you cleared everything out.
Yep.
Has it been since then? I know at one point you cleaned it out, your car. Oh, was that the van?
No, that's still full too. I have a problem. I haven't been to the bins in a hot minute. Okay. In my head, I'm like, I need to get rid of everything that I own, and I need to get rid of everything I'm selling. So I need to get it sold. I'm being more liberal though about what I get rid of.
Yes. Okay, Tommy is recommending pirate ship for your 3-pounder there.
I don't know how that's gonna. I still don't understand all that. I can't. It won't fit in one of them small bags that they allow. Right. Yeah, so I don't quite. I was just gonna do like a flat, maybe $14.50 shipping. I don't know if it's too much.
Yeah. This is a little dusty. Or maybe it's just supposed to look like that. Oh, well, that's not coming off. I think that's painted to look like it's outside and dirty. My bad.
Does anyone else here do international? Because I turned mine on for international. So I swear this dude was in Mexico. Because I was trying to figure out, he had all these names and I'm like, what is all this? It's not working. What is your actual city? He's like Mexico City, right? So I got it all typed in, printed the label, and I got to the post office and I'm getting ready to hand it over. And I'm like, this is a Kentucky address, global shipping, but it wasn't global shipping.
Yes.
Is that right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I was like, what the heck?
That threw me off the first time too.
I was like, crap, I need to take it back. Maybe I printed the wrong label.
No.
But, I just went ahead, I took a picture of it and then researched when I got home. And I was like, I guess that's right. But it had their address nowhere on there. I don't understand that.
No, actually it does. If you look, there's another smaller spot where their address is.
I didn't
There
see
should have
it.
been like 2 addresses on there. Or maybe it wasn't the address. Maybe it was like the order number.
Yeah. So like there's like a, not a order number, it's like a tracking number or some kind of a weird number. And then you have the USPS tracking number, and that extra number that was on the actual thing was like in the corner, but the address was nowhere. Mexico wasn't listed anywhere on that thing.
No.
I don't have an 18 by 18.
I have taken because I don't use a lot of large poly bags, I will tape 2 or 3 poly bags together, and that works out really well.
Yeah, but he's talking about trying to get it at that pirate ship limit, because pirate ship bag in a box thing, there's, I follow the rules. So
yeah.
I have poly bag it'll fit in, but it's still 3 pounds with the poly bag.
Right.
A box, it may put it over, so I'm going to do 3 pounds with a poly bag.
Okay, it says you can save anywhere from $1 to $10 depending on the item. Pirate ship. Save a lot of money in the same.
I mean, for 3 pounds, that shouldn't be.
Is
charging.
It really cheaper on Amazon or on Pirate Ship than on eBay?
I don't know. I just don't see it. I mean, $14.50 is what I'm going to charge. I think that's fair.
Okay, so 99% of the time it doesn't change the price.
I just don't know why, like, it's cheaper to do. I mean, because honestly, isn't like priority mail 3 pounds probably around $13, $14, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, wouldn't you pay that for a big jacket?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to charge for this jacket. Looks like $59.23. Sounds good to me.
Did you look at comps?
No.
Oh my
It says average sold price $59.23. These jackets, the comps are all over the place. There's one that's like $150, but the jacket, they're all like starter jackets, but different styles and logos. And I'm just like, I don't know. They're all over the place. So I'm just guessing at one.
Okay, pirate ship bills by dimensions and not by weight. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, so like the bag, it doesn't matter if you put a box in the bag or just put a jacket in the bag. It's still based on the dimension of the bag before you put anything in it.
Okay. Oh, okay. So he's saying just use.
Yeah. But a lot of people, even worse than that, Cameron, on Mercari, they'll just be 4-ounce rate for a 2-pound package. I see people doing videos. I just put 4 ounce for everything. It's cheaper for them, and nobody ever says anything.
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
well, I don't know about you, but I take mine to the post office so I can get my receipt, and they beep and check the weight and weigh it, every single one of them.
Yeah.
That's gonna bite them in the butt one day, and I hope it does. I mean, what's wrong with being honest and making it easy? You know what? I'm going to make it $69.23. It's probably not worth that, but we'll see.
The guy that works on the dock where I drop, because I don't go into the post office, I just pull up to the dock out back. And the guy that works up there is kind of cranky, to be honest with you, because I'll say hello to him, and sometimes all I get back is a grunt, like, like just enough to acknowledge that I said something to him. But he actually stopped me the other day, and he's like, hey, can you bring those scan forms? And I was like, yeah, I can. I swear to God, I didn't tell him this just because I was just, trying to be polite and talk to him since he was talking to me. I swear to God, there was another guy that told me not to use those. Which is because otherwise I would have printed them all along. Anyhow, I said, yeah, that's no problem at all. I said, as long as eBay accepts that as long as it shows accepted when you scan that form. And he said, yeah, it will. I said, well, I'm shipping eBay, so it's got to be accepted. And he goes, no, he goes, and remember I told you, like, they are really good about scanning everything I take up there, and I've never had any problems.
Except
He
that
goes,
one.
we know that eBay has to be scanned in. He says, but I'll be honest with you. He said, there are other people that bring things up here. If it's not shipping eBay, we only have to scan 4 of them, no matter how many you drop off, if you don't bring us a scan sheet. And I said, I will bring you scan sheets then.
No, see, they don't. I don't know about in the back, but if someone told me at the counter that they wouldn't do them all, I'd be like, "Tell you're not. Yes, you are." Like, like they don't have that right to do that. It's convenient for them.
Well, because I'm doing bulk drop off.
Well, I know, but
they can do
there are
that.
people that will at the counter. I've seen it on the Facebook groups and stuff where they're telling them, "No, sorry, we're not scanning all these."
No, I think
And
you can request it at the counter, but if you go to bulk drop off, they don't have to do it.
yes,
But
Tim,
he
they
did
do.
tell me though, he goes, we know that eBay needs all of these scanned, and we do scan everything for eBay. So like if I have eBay tape on it, they will scan every one of them.
I was wondering how they would know otherwise,
Yeah.
but
Well,
yes,
do
Tim,
you
they
ever
do.
notice your labels in the top corner have eBay on them?
I know
If you buy your
I've,
postage from eBay, it's on
I've
there.
seen the. Well, oh, I put them in my car ready. No, I've seen like the international one. I had it, but I didn't notice the others do.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Tim
Tim,
said,
yes, they do weigh everyone. They literally they beep it, put it on the scale, push some buttons, move it aside, beep it, put it on the scale.
if I
So
take mine to the counter, they do that. Yeah.
they do weigh it.
Mm-hmm.
And I refuse to just drop it in the box or have them pick up anymore. When stuff disappears, I'm not about that anymore. I
Right.
will just go to the post office every 2 days.
Post office.
Oh,
Yes, I'm a door.
yeah. The reporting eBay earnings, it's funny how everybody's like, oh my God, $600, that's a ripoff. And I'm like, you should have been paying taxes anyway. Like,
You should have been
just do
paying
the right
taxes on
thing.
that 20,000.
Yeah, you don't have to stress out. Just do it. Like, I mean, maybe there are people that did meet the threshold to get the 1099 that spent,
Right.
I mean, that maybe did make 10,000 and never reported it. I can't be that person. That's just too risky for me. Like the IRS and me, we got to get along.
Right? I'm not messing with them.
Mm-mm. It's a law, people, isn't it? Oh, yeah. The signs at the door says you want a receipt, use kiosk. Well, see, we talked about that. And Aaron was saying that when you scan it at the kiosk, it just says that it's been scanned there. It doesn't show as
It does
received,
not show
right?
accepted. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So it's like, and again, because it is kiosk, you can scan it and walk away with your box. eBay's not going to say that's been received by the post office because they haven't scanned it yet. So I'd tell them this is a
Well,
receipt, but the status is not what eBay is looking for.
half the time I scan mine at the kiosk, the darn bin that you have to put it in is full anyhow. So I have to check to make
Oh,
sure the bin isn't full before I even scan anything.
jeez. Hey, Tommy, are you there? Have you heard of this brand, Kani, Kani? That one I looked up comps for. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not great. It's like $18, $20, which is kind of one of those that you knew about.
Wait,
Oh
are
my
these,
Lord.
is that Christmas or Halloween?
Well, it's for the creepy Christmas people. You know, like Nightmare Before Christmas kind of thing.
It says it's the Hauntington Collection.
Yeah,
Is
mine doesn't have a kiosk either.
it Christmas? I'll just list Christmas and Halloween, I guess. It just says keepsake.
Yeah, I would share this screen just so y'all could see what I'm looking at, but I'm just like, it's like a women's panties with something in front of. I'm like, I typed this brand in plaid, and that's what I get. I'm like, and it's called Silky Smooth Gold Yellow Plaid Hipster Bikini Sissy. sissy pouch panties. What's a sissy?
I don't know.
Anyway, moving on.
Wait, okay. Cameron said those are worth money. I've sold one of those that was broken for $40. Was it yours or mine? Oh, the ornament. Is that
Yours.
an ornament? No, it's an ornament. It's these two little guys. Well, a gal and her dog. Yeah. Well, bag of bones anyhow. He's not really a full dog, is he? No, I don't have the house, just little ornaments. I think maybe I sold one or two of this series before. Why is this guy? He's got two hangers on him. That's okay. Anyhow.
This is Nightmare Before Christmas collectible.
Okay, mine is not Nightmare Before Christmas. It's Hauntington Collection. It looks like Nightmare Before Christmas. Excuse me. It does look a lot like that style. But if I'm, well, let me see. I don't. If it was more than 90 days, it won't be in here. But I can't remember when I sold them. Okay, so back in October, I sold one for $13, but I know I've sold more than one of these, so not bad for an ornament. I probably only paid $1 or $2. Overtake. Oh, that's okay.
Do you know on the clothes? You know how they have like the RN number on clothing tags?
Yeah.
That I've looked those up before just to see if it has like a name to it, and it's not the same item that I have. Like it's not specific, is it? Like
I don't know how those work. I've often wondered. So if does Tommy or Cameron know?
I don't know. I think Tommy might be asleep now.
I don't know if Tim does clothes or not. I don't know how RN numbers work, but I mean, I know they're on like almost every tag.
Yeah.
RN clothing.
It would be nice if they were like specific to your garment.
Yeah. Do you have to put the brand name in with the RN number to Google? Or do you have to go to a specific website to look it up?
I don't know. I was on Google and something else pulled up with the eBay, and I was like, yay! But it's completely different style shirt.
Hey Tim, we were questioning Cameron's work hours also, but he's on medical leave. He had surgery on his arm. I think what did he say? He has 6 weeks off more left. I can't remember. But yeah. Oh, Tommy. Okay. Our number's almost close. Oh, what's the shirt?
Oh, it's this Connie gold. It's just a plaid large shirt. I don't know. For some reason, I looked up the comps. They were great. And now I'm looking like, I don't really see them anymore. Those damn ghost comps. But it is a 3X, which is good because 3X, like the larger ones, sell well. And it's men, so it makes it easier.
Yeah.
Short sleeve.
Oh, I think this guy's missing a leash. That sucks. Yep, it is. It's missing a leash. Darn. I wonder why he had that other loop on there.
Carl Canny, yeah. This is his blue. Now, I don't know if this is navy. I guess it's navy blue. Looks like black. Jeez.
What's up?
Like the shirt, the plaid shirt, it's weird because it's got blue with it. So when I light it up, this darker looks black to me. And it probably is. But my mind wants to say it's navy because of the blue accents. So anyway.
Oh boy, what is this? I don't know what I'm gonna do. We have got like crazy high winds out here today, and I keep hearing stuff blowing around on the porch. Like it's not blowing off the porch, but the furniture keeps moving.
Mm.
Okay. I gotta get this purse. This is, I told you about this, didn't I? This purse that says it's $327 retail.
Oh yeah.
My Goodwill had it for $5. I haven't listed that yet.
Thanks, Tommy. So put 90s hip hop Y2K in there. I'm already trying to squeeze the description in there.
Paul, where'd he? Oh, he's in Philadelphia, isn't he? I think he is east of me. We didn't. It was actually like 40 degrees out this morning. It actually felt kind of warm, which was really strange. But the wind, we got a high wind warning text messages last night, so I knew it was coming. Why do I feel like I already listed this one? I better check and see. I do have a few orders I need to pull and ship today too.
I did mine this morning, just get it out the way.
Yeah.
I have not been working. Like Kelly finally went to work today. I mean, like the last week and a half he's been off. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Let's go do this.
Like, why
Like,
was he off so much?
just vacation. It's the end of the year and whatever.
Yeah.
And he was going to go back to work yesterday, but his daughter's like, hey, we got to go to San Antonio. We watch the baby, the new baby. And I'm like, he's like, hey, I'm going to babysit. You want to join me? And I'm like, of course. So I go to his house where I can't work.
That's the brand new baby?
Mm-hmm.
Just like a couple weeks old?
She was born Christmas Day.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, she is adorable.
My
I love her. Yeah, it's so cute, man.
It's like, well, you can't turn down time with the baby.
No, and he's like, I'm officially the first babysitter. I'm like, score. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. She's just so cute. So cute.
Okay, he said just put 90s in there if there's no room.
Yeah, I made it. I made everything fit. Thanks a lot for that suggestion. I saw 90s, but I'm like, is it vintage? It's not a vintage shirt. That's why I was like, I don't think I should put 90s in there.
Yeah, it's that style. Okay. Making progress here, people. Making progress.
Okay, Connie.
We have 3 items. Oh, wait, 4. I have photographed 4 items in 1 hour. That's not good progress.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That's okay. It's more than that. Well, yesterday was busy. We actually had I'm a Girl Scout leader. We had our Girl Scout meeting yesterday. So Tuesdays I don't get any work done when we have meeting days like that.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, that's part of why I like doing this, is so that I can be flexible. I tell you what, though, those little girls are a hoot and a half. They big personalities and little teeny bodies, But it's cookie sale time, and so we were handing out all their forms and going over the prizes and talking about, what do you say to your customers and things like that. So, and then they get excited over the silliest things. I gave them fake money, but they all got a big stack of money and they were all excited. I'm like, it's fake, guys. Like, I mean, you could tell it was like I printed it on blue paper,
Oh, yeah. Did you see the fake money I use?
They were all excited. Yeah, no, it's not quite that realistic. But they had fun playing cash register with that, so. This one's cute. Look at these little the mices in the spice jars.
Aw, that's cute.
This is 95. I wonder. Yeah, let's get a picture this way. So we have feral cats that we feed because we just feel bad for them. And I have a box in the garage where a couple of them, well, I have a couple boxes in the garage where a couple of them can stay. It's just like a box with a blanket, but then it's got like a trash bag wrapped around it. So it's kind of, holds in the heat a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed one cat has actually been hunkering down in between a couple cushions on the patio furniture out front. So I put another box out there, but I put my heating mat that's for growing seeds. It's for seedlings.
Mm-hmm.
But I put it in the box out there for them.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, my mom does the same thing.
I don't know if that's ideal or not, but they're feral. They will not let us pick them up or take them in, or we've opened the door and said, come into the house, and they will not come in.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about that because of the wind out there. So hopefully I'm hoping that they've moved in and they're staying in the box. And then we leave like our garage door open, just like, I don't know, about 8 inches at the bottom. So we put food out. It's bad. Yeah, see, Cameron knows what I'm talking about. Keep the kitties warm.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny though. I mean, they are not random house cats that somebody has let go. They are feral. They are very cautious around us. They won't come near us. The one cat that's gotten like the most used to us being out there, most of them will run as soon as we open the door. But the one girl cat, she will sit there, a couple feet away from you and wait till you fill the bowl and walk away. But she doesn't. The other cats just like run. They're gone as soon as we walk out in the garage. Let's see if I can get this sticker off of here.
Oh, gee. Okay. Can't
Ooh,
use that
that's not going off. All right, guys. Best advice for how to get a 50% off sticker off of there. I don't have a Scotty peeler. Should I heat it up?
Scotty peelers. Why don't you just leave it on there?
Because it looks tacky. I don't want them to know that I got it for 50% off.
But you probably got it for a lot more than 50% off.
Oh, I did. I only paid $1 or $2 for each of these.
I used to worry about that, right? But at this point, I'm just like, if you think about it, they all really know what, they know that you're making money off of it.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Okay, so I had a lady last week that bought a box of jewelry from me. It was just a random box of jewelry, and it was mostly things for kids. And these are all new items. They're all new. And I had another box that was partially kids items and partially adult items, but mostly adult. And she straight out bought the kid stuff, but then she sent me an offer on the adult section or box. And I said, no, that's way too low. And I said, listen, I'll be straight up with you. The lowest I can go is $100 because it was free shipping and it was in a large flat rate box. So I knew I was going to have $20 in shipping. All right, Ryan, have a good day. He's going to take off.
All right. See you later.
And so I was straight out with her. I said 100 is absolutely the lowest that I can do on that one. And she wrote back, sent me an offer for 80 and this big long paragraph about how she's on disability and has cancer and she can't work and she would just like something new and shiny and blah 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 blah. And I was just like, yeah, well, I need cash. So I mean, I
You're
didn't
like,
say
yeah,
that.
no.
I didn't say that, but I was told, I mean, she had already bought a box straight out from me, which I appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
And then I gave her my absolute lowest price I could. And I said, this is the lowest price I can go. But like,
Yep.
I don't understand why people were like, hey, here's my circumstances. And I want to be like, yeah, but that doesn't affect me.
You're like, you know
I don't
what, honey?
believe them. I just don't believe anybody.
No, but you could be like, funny thing is, I have similar circumstances and it's very hard. So I decided to buy stuff to sell to try to make ends meet.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Derek, what's happening, man?
There's Dick. He's on the run.
You're going to kill the day. Don't hurt it too bad, man. That's not even funny. That's not funny. Kayla, you're not funny.
I just, I guess, I don't know. Do you believe people when they write stuff like that to you? Like, how do you know?
Well, I mean, to me, I've thought about that, and it doesn't really matter whether I believe him or not because,
Mm-hmm.
um, I don't know. I'm just a person like circumstances, right? Like, there, what we're doing is what if you don't have a job and you can't get a job, you can do this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like have any. I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't care. I know that's sad, but
Well, that's what I just don't know how much to care. You know what I mean? Like, should, but in that case, I knew that if I went down to $80, I would basically be giving it away. I was like,
yeah,
I really wasn't even going to make that much money at 100. So it was like super frustrating, but I just declined the offer. I was like, no, like I need,
yeah,
I need 100.
no, yeah, that's happened to me before. People do that. They actually have asked for free.
Wow.
Yeah, my husband's in the hospital and I have nothing to do but sit here, while he's here and blah, 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 blah. And would you please consider just giving me the item? So I'm so sad
Wow.
and I have no money. And I'm like, no. I said, but you could try to sell stuff in your house to make money if
Yeah.
that information helps you any.
Well, okay, so Bug has the idea that I thought of too. If she needs money that bad, maybe she doesn't need to be shopping on eBay. That was the other thing. I was like, this is jewelry. Now, keep in mind, my other suspicions was that she's a reseller because she was buying a large lot of jewelry. Like this wasn't a box of jewelry that you're going to take and put a couple pieces in your jewelry box and maybe wear them,
Yeah,
throughout the year. Like there was
right.
like, what is it, like 80 pieces, I think, were in there. And so I was
Hmm.
like, I'm pretty sure she's going to resell this. So,
Yeah, because it's too much for her to just use for like personal
yeah.
enjoyment.
And then, like I looked on, she doesn't sell on eBay, but I just suspect she's probably just selling locally or whatever. Um, Paul stopped in, Philly Flipper. Hello.
Paul, what's happening? It's still morning for me, is it?
Apparently,
Yeah.
no auctions today for him to. Okay, so Tim had a claim there was a 2-year-old needed Santa and was going to be there last Christmas because of some kind of disease. They had no
Mm.
money.
I know it's sad though, that we're like laughing at this stuff, but and
Well,
it is you see that like I see like on Facebook, on the Facebook groups, like more and more people like it's hard times, I need money, and one person was like literally like I need a starter for my, and she listed a specific car. I also need a printer. I would like to have a laptop. And I'm like, oh, you forgot the kitchen sink. And she's like, that's just rude. And I'm like, you're being rude. Like you're trying to
wow.
take advantage of the season in people's hearts. And we know better. Like if you really need something, most people would say, I really need toys for my kids. And
Right.
that's it. She was wanting everything and the kitchen sink, but she forgot the kitchen sink. So
I guess, when I read those, I'm like so skeptical about it. I'm like, okay, one person I know, this was so ridiculous. And they wrote to me twice asking about this baby doll that they were in the military and had PTSD and they needed this doll. And this was like the perfect one for them. And like just went on and on and on. And I click on
hmm
their page and they're selling the same doll. And I just wanted to write back and say, why don't you just take one out of your inventory?
and I would have done that. I am that person.
I think I'm more of a just ignore it kind of, but that lady, I just declined her offer and was like, well, moving on. I just like, I guess I'm the kind of person, like, there have been times in my life that I have struggled and I have had very little, and we were paycheck to paycheck, and we probably could have been homeless pretty quick.
hmm
But I would not say to somebody that I don't know. I mean, obviously, we didn't have the internet back then when I was struggling like that, but I
hmm
still can't imagine not going to like an organization. Like, there were groups that could help you with certain things. Like, we got WIC for assistance. Like, we were like kind of in this weird spot where like we didn't qualify for like public assistance or anything like that. But we did qualify for like WIC, but still, I wouldn't have asked somebody to like fix my car. We just waited till
Yeah.
we saved up enough money to fix the car.
Yeah. Like I'm of the mindset and always have been. I just if I'm hurting, then I do whatever it takes. I mean, I
Yeah.
haven't been to the point I've been needed to get on a corner or anything, but what you do, what you got to do.
And I think I'd be more likely to ask like a family or friend
Of
for,
course.
assistance that I could maybe pay back later. I don't know.
But it's weird because most people though it's weird. It works for them, which is why they do it. There's a lot
Okay.
of people that will just do it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just not that person.
I guess, I didn't get a handout, and so I don't expect to give one. I mean, obviously, there's a charity that I support here in town that is for emergency assistance. They pay for things like prescriptions, gas cards to get to job interviews. They'll pay for your, identification if you need to renew that and you don't have the money that year, but you need to keep working, things
hmm
like that. They pay for those like emergency situations, like electric bills, healthcare, things like that. And I support that organization and that group because they do a fantastic job of helping people that are
Yeah.
in those situations and make sure that they're not taking advantage of the system. So it's not like I don't have a charitable heart and that I don't give,
hmm Hey
but when
Tracy.
somebody does an individual thing like that, it just kind of rubs me the wrong way. I don't know.
Yep.
Okay, so the snowman. Oh, okay, so they requested the snowman for the 2-year-old that was going to have a last Christmas. He asked them if they requested Walmart give them groceries. Yeah, they're going to need to eat until they get to the end. Right? I know that's like some of the stories just don't add up.
Yep.
PS5s. People say I need to give my kid a PlayStation. Hey Tracy, thanks for stopping in. Um, I wouldn't
I
say
agree,
a friend, but
Cameron.
somebody that I knew, they were in a situation where they went to the Salvation Army to ask for Christmas gifts when you fill out the little card and you hang it on the tree in the mall.
hmm
Their kid had requested a PlayStation. And I was like, could you not have talked to your child and maybe explain to them that there's probably going to be a little bit of a budget issue with it?
Yeah.
But like if you're in I don't understand it, but that's okay. So
Yeah.
many folks and organizations in addition to the government help families with food and shelter. Yeah, I mean, obviously, there are places that you can get basic needs met, and obviously, this lady had income because she told me she was getting disability. Versus, yeah, food and SNAP. Yeah, I think that a couple of things. One, they use those resources until they're not available to them anymore. Unfortunately, they, take advantage of the system. Or two, they don't qualify for them and they're not actually in need. I mean, I'm sure some of that goes on. So I know we have a group of organizations over here where the churches all got together and formed a single charity. And so your church will write you a recommendation and you can take it in. But they keep track of everybody by social security numbers so that they make sure that you're not taking advantage of all of the different groups in there. So all of them provide different things and different assistances. But once you've been to all of them, like, you know, it's the point of where you have to take care of these things on your own now. You've been given help, you know. So I know sometimes people will take full advantage of everything that they are eligible for. They run out of options. But asking for a box of jewelry just seemed really odd to me. Like, that's not something you need.
Yeah.
Car starter, a little bit more of a need than that, but still strange to ask for. Okay, so I heard a sale. What did you sell?
A Pampered Chef meat tenderizer.
Yay! What's that, about $20? 30?
20. I did offer $26.99.
Nice.
Yeah, we were. I know. Greg is not here, but you know, we were talking about Facebook Marketplace and how we don't list on the groups because of the nasty comments people like to leave. Like, you're really charging this much for that, right? So I don't put overpriced vintage items because I know I'll get hell from them. I don't put it on the groups, just on Marketplace. But the Pampered Chef thing I did. And then I had all these comments of like, I didn't know Pampered Chef made ... Oh, wait, never mind. That's pretty, you know, and they're implying it's a sex toy. And there's like, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I need to put that in my meat tenderizer collection, you know, and it's like, and I'm like, please remove your comments. And then they're like, well, I don't see anything wrong. No one's saying anything bad. I'm like, it's implied, you know? So I just like deleted it. I'm like, oh, I hate people.
What's wrong with people?
Like, exactly. Like, your ignorance. Do you not see? And are you think you're being cool? Like, you're not. You're frustrating the hell out of me because this is a business. And you're making it into a joke.
That's right. You tell
them. Whatever. I hate ignorant people. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't.
Some of the things people
they're not ignorant.
Not understand at all. Like there's no need to be like that. So why do people do it? Why?
Yep.
Okay. Now that I've lost track of what I was doing, let me go back and see exactly which pictures I took.
I got this really cool sweater from the bins. I've heard like chunky sweaters are in. This is one that kind of goes down, probably looks like it goes to my knee.
Like you wear it with your leggings? Is it a dress?
No, it's just a shirt. It's just a large button up XL shirt, sweater.
Yeah.
I don't know what that length is called, but obviously I'll put it in there. But it's like when you don't sell enough clothing, you don't really know what to put. Like, you know how skirts are like midi maxi type stuff.
I don't know if you describe Tracy might know. I don't know if you describe sweaters. Oh, tunic. There we go. But we want to know why Tommy is visiting your Facebook groups. Does he really find that necessary?
Yes, he does. Him and everyone else. Trust me.
So there was this big discussion on one of the, it's called Neighbors Helping Neighbors, but then it's got our city name next to it. And this lady was giving away a pool. And so this other girl said, hey, I could use that. And the lady's like, well, it's out on the, it's out on the curb. Just go ahead and come and get it. So she went and got it and then promptly listed it for sale. Like she needed to sell it for money. And like people were like being really mean to her. And they're like, somebody could have used that. She's like, I could use the money. Like, are you guys not seeing this? Like, I can use this pool. I can sell this pool to use the money. She's like, I need the money. And I was like, listen, if somebody's willing to give something away, they're done with it. Let the girl do what she wants with it. Would we rather have her do that or rip off charities? You know what I mean?
I've seen people say that. I'd like to give this to someone who needs it, not a reseller. And I'm like, Why does it
That's
matter to you? If you're
right.
giving it away anyway,
Hmm.
who cares? You put it on a freaking
Exactly.
curb. Like, you know, I don't know. People get on my nerves.
I don't understand that. I'm like, if you like, this person is trying to make an honest living and you're giving them grief about it because you
Mhm.
wanted somebody to actually use the pool. Well, somebody is going to end up using the pool.
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly.
It just, that drove me. I thought, thank goodness that girl is smart enough to keep her eye out for things that she can sell.
Yeah. And,
But
exactly. And she's putting in the effort. It's not like she's
yeah,
drop shipping that, even then, I guess she's putting in the effort to go pick it up and she got it out of your yard.
exactly.
Maybe you should pay her.
Yeah, she should have charged a hauling fee,
The
right?
nasty ass pole. Sorry. I need to stop.
But
Okay.
I felt bad. Here this girl is like, she's like, okay, yep, no problem. I need money. I'll go get that and sell it. The other person that was giving it away didn't want to mess with selling it. Like
Yeah.
people were being so mean to her, and I just felt bad. But yeah, I do say that too sometimes where people will make a comment about, I don't want to give this to somebody that's going to sell it.
Hmm.
But you're right. It does not make sense. Like, if you're giving it away and you're done with it, like, just be done with it.
Exactly.
Anyhow.
How important on eBay is it to say in the title men or women when it's already in the category?
No, because if you search the category, will pull up even if it's not in the title.
I
So if
know,
like
but
if
like,
somebody goes in and searches women's sweater, and yours doesn't have women's in the title, it'll still come up.
I know. So like, why do we do that? Why do we put men, women? If it's questionable, I get it, but
Mm-hmm.
if it's obvious,
Well, maybe
we
it's just people that are used to when before eBay had categories.
yeah,
Like it's just a habit because we're used to seeing it.
I guess so. I'm actually, I know this is weird, but I'm putting the percentage of the material like 73% acrylic, 27% wool. Is that weird? Because I know people look for wool. Just got done packing what orders, and my wife brought me her handful of sales. Oh,
She's right.
problem to have.
That's all I'm going to say. She's right. Absolutely. You need to pack those for her. My husband does very little with my business other than to listen to me talk about it and sometimes give me things to sell and sometimes say, hey, can I have that before you sell it?
I know. I have when I've had some really good finds. Sometimes I don't tell Kelly because it's like, oh, what size is it? Or
Yeah.
like, no, I'm buying this stuff to resell. You can't have everything I buy.
Hey, David.
Welcome. How's it going? Is it cold over
Oh,
there?
she doesn't. Okay, so my husband does dinner most nights, so I don't complain that he doesn't help me. That's how that works, right?
Yep.
No, actually, yeah, Tim does a lot of the cooking. Well, I would say 99% of the cooking. Every once in a while, I help out. I'm a terrible cook, you guys. I'm good at a lot of stuff. I suck at cooking so bad.
Yeah,
So bad.
I am as well.
It's bad. It's bad enough that my husband does the grocery shopping and cooking. Oh, I got another one I got to practice the light on. This one's ceramic. Ooh. Should probably look that up. Magic light, it says. Have you ever seen a Hallmark ornament that's ceramic? It's not like the plastic. It's like porcelain.
I don't know enough about them to. Oh man, look, even the necklines: square, scoop, round, mock, high, crew, cowl, collared, boat. How about it's just look at the picture. It looks round to me.
Yeah, go around.
Like, why? Like, if you got that right, you're a reseller, like for clothing. I'm like, who cares? Like, I could tell you if it's got a collar or what shape it is, but cowl and what was that other one? Boat
Boat neck.
mock. So fake neck. I don't know. What are you saying?
Troy stopped in. His real job has a meeting in a few minutes when this thing I say. Thanks for stopping in, Troy. Hopefully the meeting isn't too boring.
How's it going? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. She has less time now, I think.
Yeah.
She pops in every so often, but yeah, she's got a healthy, beautiful baby boy. Yeah, she's doing great. So
Oh, I gotta unplug all these lights so I can see this one. The light on this one's not very bright. Oh, you guys, look at this. How stinking cute.
oh, that's cute.
Isn't that fun?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody will want that. Do you do photograph it with the light on or no?
Yeah, I will. Except the light just popped out. Okay. Oh, it was turned the. Is it the wrong way? Oh, there we go. Yeah, no, I'll photograph it. Like, it's like dark in my photo booth right now. I'll take a picture of it lit up. That's what I did with that, with the lighthouse too. Yeah, that is super cute with a little light on it. Okay. And those ones that plug in, I do like to be able to show that those work. Okay. Ooh, that got bright.
Hey, Rosie.
Hello. Oh, that's cute. Try.
Well, I'll be my kind
Dad
of sister.
jokes.
Okay, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go for. I'm just randomly guessing prices. I'm gonna go for 29 because $29.99.
With your pricing.
Hey, it works sometimes. I mean, like if you want it, you can have it for $30. That's the way I reselling 101. Aaron, come on.
But what if you could? Okay, what if you could get more?
Well, okay. The what I do is I looked up the brand, and I don't see a lot in the way of
Yeah.
comps or anything. So I just make up a price. Like chunky sweaters are in big time. Crochet
Yes.
is a thing. It seems. I think.
I think
So
that one's knit, but okay.
oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
It's knit. How do you know?
Because I know how
How
to
do
knit and crochet.
and
I'm pretty sure that's knit.
man, I don't even know. I'll put knit. Friends. Anyway, it's in. Okay, it's a thing people like. Right?
Yes.
So I'm like, well, it's long, covers everything. I forgot I need to add measurements. I just remembered that.
All right, camera is switching over to lurking photographing mode. But yeah, I enjoy having coworkers in the background too. I understand that.
Well, that's why we do these sometimes in Hangouts, just because you can just work and don't always have to talk. But this thing is 3 pounds too, man.
Yeah, that one probably is. Okay, this guy had some paperwork with him. Where'd it go? He actually comes with an extra light and his original paperwork. Except the box is in kind of very bad condition. That's okay. There are these Oh, Tracy says use granny as a keyword.
Granny?
Mm-hmm.
It's a granny sweater?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Knit granny sweater.
If you ever find a Hallmark power supply box, there was this set of ornaments that they released, and I think it sounds like they only had them for a couple of years, but they only run on this one power supply. And so these little boxes sell for like $30, and they're like nothing other than you have these weird plugs on the end of your ornaments. And so what you would do is you would hang that in the middle of your tree and then plug all these particular ornaments into it. So if you ever see Hallmark power supply,
Get it?
getting it cheap, grab those up. They look weird. They don't look like they should be anything on a Christmas tree, but they totally are.
Yeah,
I
that
got
would
a
make
couple
sense,
of them.
especially when you have those random small ones.
Yeah. So there's certain ornaments that's the only way you can get them to work.
Well, so Crystal must be Rosie's closet. I thought it was Rosie.
Yeah, yeah. I think I might have mentioned before, but Crystal was one of the first people to help me out when I first started reselling. I don't think, maybe she probably doesn't realize I was new at that point, but I had a bunch of clothes and I had posted, I think it must have been in a vintage clothing page somewhere, and she had answered my questions for me. But I had some weird stuff I had picked up and couldn't identify it. So I still always appreciate that very much.
Yeah, that's good. She got you your starter, helped you with it.
Yeah.
Always
Yep,
good. That's
that's
the
right.
thing. Reselling community is pretty good about that, huh?
Yeah. Excellent help most of the time. And there's some cranky butts out there, but we'll ignore those. Hey, Ken.
We won't talk about them. Yeah. Happy New Year. How's it going? Oh, geez.
Crystal, that was about a year and a half ago that I was a newbie. But yeah, when you helped me, that was probably one of my first hauls that I had gone out and sourced, just for reselling.
Aaron's a hauler.
I had no idea what I was looking for. I thought I was going to do clothes. I do not do clothes anymore.
I think we all start with clothes, it seems, because it's like the easiest as far as accessibility.
Yeah. I had sold a few things here that I had of my own and a few things that I was selling for a charity I was working with. But then I figured, oh yeah, I can do this too. I'll go buy some more stuff to sell. And I thought, oh, clothes. No, that was not
Yeah,
ideal for me.
just decided against that now.
I love like stuff like ornaments and tchotchkes and miniatures. I do have a box of miniatures here I need to finish up.
Tell you what, though, clothes sure are easy to store and ship.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Oh my goodness, look at this. Put it in the laundry basket.
Yeah, it's cute.
So cute.
See, I would never think to sell that.
The
I would
ornament?
just never.
I got the
Yeah,
box with it. I
yeah,
got a bunch of them that were still in the box.
yeah.
They're all
But
Hallmark.
you just, oh, okay. Well, maybe because it's Hallmark too, it would go for a good amount. I
Yeah.
started putting ornaments that I was gonna sell,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't get around to it because I don't want to. I started putting them, and like if someone bought Christmas stockings, I just shove a couple in there.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, I mean, it beats donating. If someone's ordering Christmas stuff from me, then maybe they like Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
So
Actually, I kind of fell into reselling, and it's been a really good fit for me. So I'm super glad that oddly enough, COVID is what shut down the yard sale I was working on. And that's when I started selling stuff on eBay to help the group that I was working with. So I volunteer with a organization. I'm sure I've probably mentioned it off and on before, but it's called Christian Clearinghouse, and they do a big garage sale every year. And we were in the middle of setting up the garage sale when everything got shut down in 2020. And when I say garage sale, you guys, there's so much stuff. People are amazing donators every year. We have this greenhouse next door. It's actually right next door to me. But it is gigantic, and we pack it full of stuff, and then we pack it full of people, and they make thousands of dollars every year. And unfortunately that year, with them being shut down, I took things that I thought I could sell on eBay and make at least some money for them.
That's cool.
Which is kind of how I got started. I forget. I know there was a set of ceramic dishes that I knew kind of stood out to me. Like, we shouldn't be selling these at a garage sale kind of a thing. That's what I got started with.
That's probably wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I still have some purses that I need to get listed for them. Okay. So Rosie's still doing 99% clothing. That's awesome. I know there's so many resellers that do a fantastic job reselling clothing. And that's awesome too for me. Like, when I think about you guys are saving so much material from going to the landfill. Okay, Tracy's off to the post office. Have a good day.
See you later. Thanks for stopping in.
Ken did well with ornaments, nativities. I did really well with nativities this year. I didn't. I'm still selling pieces of them, actually.
I had one not real valuable one that I put out there, never sold it. So yeah. It's a generic off-brand. It's probably why, right?
Somebody will be looking for it someday.
Sal, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while.
Hey, Sal. I still have a few pieces of the what is that brand I've been selling? Hummel, of the Hummel Nativity. By the way, guys, if you ever find nativity pieces that are Goebel or Hummel, make sure you look them up, because there's one set that's of theirs that's a little bit lower priced, but I have literally sold these pieces for hundreds of dollars, and I had no idea what I was buying when I bought it.
Yeah.
So I think I just have a couple animals left, because I just sold Joseph and the baby Jesus, and the ox. I think I sold the ox. But yes, the camels finally did find a happy home down in North Carolina.
Those poor camels.
Those camels. Oh my goodness. The lady was so happy with them, though, so I'm really glad that she got them.
Good.
No, I have not sold the ox yet. So I just have a couple of animals left. But yeah, those were that was an amazing find. I don't think I'll ever find anything like that again.
Okay, I got 3 listed. I'm about to cross-bust them before I move on. This sweater in my lap's kind of nice. It's supposed to be a high 75 today. Are you
kidding me?
We got freezing I don't know if it got freezing last night, but 2 nights before that. And it's woke up at 45, so it's pretty chilly for us, but it's crazy, Erin. We have yet to have a winter. That was our first freeze, and it wasn't really much, because during the day, it gets pretty hot. So
yeah,
install updates were.
Yeah, see, we are just on the other end of that. It was 40 degrees this morning, which was our high for the day.
Oh yeah,
going down from there.
Yeah, no, I mean, we were talking about, it's so weird. Like, in Christmas, we literally were shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah.
I don't understand the weather right now. It's crazy. Like, I get usually shorts and t-shirts around Thanksgiving is pretty normal for us, but it's colder in December. And like I said, it's going to be a high of 75 today. So I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm not mad at it.
Right. I know it's just
supposed to get colder next week, though. It looks like the high will be like 66, 59.
Yeah. So. We're not setting any records, but it's definitely warmer than what we would typically have around this time of year. So I saw Sal's the one with the candy machines, isn't he? Did you see that one that he just he's on Instagram? He showed a redo he painted it bright red and yellow. It really stands out. I mean, the machine looked absolutely, completely boring before he fixed it up.
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah. That's what I've been watching. Yeah, so Ken's got about the same weather that I do. He's just south of me there. Low of 14 with the high winds. That's why, honestly, that's why I ended up taking the heating pad out there for the cats, because I just had blankets in the box before, but I saw it was getting down into the below freezing temperatures. I've got it pretty well protected from the wind on my front porch, so. Oh, I forgot what I was doing. Sitting here just jibber jabbering.
I really do think I'm going to stick with 10 listings a day and then like try to hit this packing hard.
Yeah.
I mean, really a whole house to pack and move,
I know.
you know, in 2 months, right? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm not just packing everything. I'm going to try to do this whole, you know, sell some, garage sale others. And
I know you had a pretty good garage sale pile going.
yeah, but I don't have any place to put it to say, okay, all these go here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'd be different if I wasn't having Airbnb, because then I could set stuff in my living room and, you know, like whatever.
Yeah.
But my garage is too full of inventory and stuff for me to even wrap my head around that. So I don't know.
So are you still going to have the garage sale?
I'm going to.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, my thought process is to leave in the house what I don't want to sell online and what I don't want to keep.
Okay.
And then just open the house for people to come in and buy the stuff. You know, just sell it, set it up on the tables and counters and, you know, I don't know. I don't know why I can't get this cross
Look at
button.
that. He's got 6 workers in the vending crew. Wow. That's awesome.
Heck yeah. There's good money in that. You gotta have muscles and people like that to do it.
Happy holidays from Mom.
Little cute little kitten over there.
Like, that's the mouse. Like, it's
Yeah.
literally the mouse.
That's funny.
That is cute. What is? It's so weird. It said that this one's personalized from 1994, but that's all it says. So I guess that's not too personalized. I can still sell that because there's nobody's name on it, right?
Yeah. Not that personalized.
It's super cute
It's
too.
just a mom thing. Okay, my computer
is cracking me up.
Okay. Finally moving on.
Oops.
I notice when I'm cross-posting from eBay to the other sites, when I choose List Perfectly icon, it slows down the whole copy and opening the other things considerably.
Really?
If I take off List Perfectly and just do like Mercari and Facebook, it's just boom, boom, boom.
I wonder why.
I don't know, but I'm happy to take List Perfectly off if it makes my day faster.
Right. These are kind of dusty. They've been sitting here for a while. Oh, did you see my nails?
Mm-mm.
I did Lisa Frank again.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I didn't do mine. Yeah, I popped them off and I was like, oh, I'll get to it. Reality is I don't have any I really like. Like I have some, but I'm like some are like a Easter color purple.
Yeah.
That I like, but I'm just like, okay, we're in the dead of winters. Probably not. Probably not the best.
I have the top coat that you put on that makes them dry really fast. So So I figured I'd sit down and do that real quick this morning. And I only dented one of them. So it worked out
That's
pretty good.
impressive.
I smushed my one thumbnail, but you can't tell because it's got all that glitter on it. So
Yeah, well, that's pretty impressive because I could never, like, just real quick do them
no,
without messing them up, unless I had hours to wait.
no, this top coat I put on dries. It's pretty good after about 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
bad then.
I don't know. There was something I was trying to open something, which is what dented my thumbnail. Maybe it was the granola bars. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. Wasn't this Disney? Yeah, Winnie the Pooh. There must be more in here somewhere.
Anybody else listing stuff this morning?
Yeah, what are y'all doing? That's pretty. Look at this one. Oh, this is hilarious. I think he's brand new too.
He's so
Little
cute.
cat.
Oh
I
shoot!
dropped him.
Did you break him?
No.
Okay,
They're
good.
He's plastic.
Oh, really? It must have
Yeah.
heard something else clink.
Yeah, he
That's so
dropped on
cute.
this glass bottle.
Oh,
Oh, Sal says, wait, are you moving?
yes, I'm getting married, so I have to move
Yay.
to my future husband's house.
Oh, she's
Oh
gotta have
wow. Is
ooh,
that your
four.
goal? You're doing 75, are you trying to do 75 listings a day? That's a lot. That's a lot. Like, there's no way. Remember we did that 30 in a day challenge? I was like, oh my God. It was like,
That was too much. That was
I
so
mean,
I
I
could
did
not get
slack a little bit. Like, I was kind of vigilant, but I had to take care of some stuff.
Oh
So I
wait,
ended up
wait.
working till 7 or 8 at night.
She said she's gonna photograph 75.
I know, but
Okay.
I mean,
I think I could photograph 75 in a day. Now trying to list 30, that was nuts.
does she do clothing? I mean, that's a lot to
Yeah.
photograph clothing.
Oh, and Tommy's putting up shelving. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to I
See,
saw
even Tommy thinks that's a lot.
my friend Carolyn that's been on here with me before, her
Uh-huh.
dad hung up shelving for her that is just like mine, but in a different. He had it in a really neat configuration, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can do that." But the problem is that I have to take everything off the shelves
Mm,
and then
yeah.
move them around, and I
Hmm.
really want to get that done, but I have not done that. Okay. She listed 75 pieces for Vicky this week, so now she has to do the photos today.
Do you, I guess that's someone you do reselling for? Or reselling work
I don't
for?
know. Who's Vicky?
I figure it's somebody that's hiring her to do the listings. I mean, if
Yeah.
that's the case, it sounds like somebody local, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
No doubt.
All right, there's got to be more Winnie the Pooh if there's one piece of Winnie the Pooh, right? Oh, yeah, there's an. Oh, wait, isn't that the same one? Oh, I have two of the owl. Oh, there's another one of those haunting ones. All right, let's see what we actually have in here. I've never actually looked at all of these. Yep, there it is. There's Tigger, Piglet.
Tommy, I like doing clothing. I mean, shoes. I mean, shoes are like,
Really?
besides jewelry, shoes are like up there with my favorite to list and sell and store, all that.
Not
Yeah.
good.
Hey, also, by the way, Tommy, you were talking about the shoes. Like, if you have, like, if you're
Jewelry.
buying and reselling in bulk, just to keep that volume, like you were talking about, let me know. I would be interested in it because shoes, as long as they're not, you know, you gotta make a profit, obviously, but as long as there are shoes that will sell, but not a lot of work to clean and stuff, I'd be
I
willing
have
to.
Vicky from Katie and Vicky. They have a YouTube channel. Okay.
Katie, Texas?
Oh,
I'm.
here. From Vicky and Katie, or Katie and Vicky, they have a YouTube channel.
Oh, I thought you said Vicky and Katie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what were you saying about shoes?
Well, Tommy had mentioned that he had like a whole lot. Um,
Oh.
he's trying to, like, I guess, continue to buy from the supplier to keep the volume up. So he's always considered, I guess, but it's more than he wants to or can list. So I don't
Okay.
know.
I gotcha. So I have all of the Winnie the Pooh figures except for Winnie the Pooh. Do I list them together?
I mean, sure. Winnie the Pooh cast is what I would call it.
This other one's an older version, so I think I'm going to put that one separate. I could have sworn I had Winnie the Pooh in here, though. Maybe I'm just remembering all the other characters. I'm going to double check.
Thanks for the link, Tommy. I'm going to check them out. I just subscribed.
Oh, there's 2 pieces of crystal.
So if you don't mind, Crystal, do you charge for a cost per listing and photos, or what? How do you do it? I can't hire anybody.
Woo!
Sorry. Turn that off. They should know I do my live every Wednesday, although they've been on vacation for life. They probably don't know what day it is.
Oh, she doesn't do shoes anymore, unless they're new.
Hmm. I wonder why. I don't mind shoes. Unless they're dirty, require a lot of work. It's not worth time at that point. All the shoes at Goodwill, they're not worth sourcing because they're all dirty. So dirty. Or torn. It's ridiculous.
At your Goodwill?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's not an impoverished area or anything, but then they, because it might be a Nike, they want to put a $14.99 price tag on it. I'm
Well,
like,
listen,
it's
Nikes
torn.
don't even make it out onto the floor at ours. We get Walmart brands, Kohl's brands, and mostly women's high heels. And that is, there's rarely a pair of men's dress shoes in there.
Mm.
We have a very small selection of shoes compared to all the clothing that we have. There should be more shoes, but then again, I found $100 or $500 Chanel belt for $1, so
Right.
there's that too. Oh, I was gonna say hi to John. He was asking Tommy about the snow, and
Hey, John.
Tommy's still buried. Jeez. All right, she's doing the whole listing, including measurements and photos for $3 a listing. Sewing repairs. That's awesome because
yeah,
but yeah,
that's a good deal for them, no doubt.
That is a good deal. I feel bad like when I'm watching some YouTubers, like when they're showing their search for things and they find something that has just like a little hole in like the seam or something, they don't know how to fix it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so easy to fix. Go get it. It was like $100 piece, and they're like, but there's a hole in it. I'm like, but no, you can fix that.
Well, even so, wouldn't it be cheaper to take it to seamstress to fix it and then pay
Or
$10
even
if that's what they
yeah,
charge?
yeah.
Especially if it's 100.
Yeah.
I mean, stains is different, but
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, Courtney, over on Common Tags, she had a piece recently that she did take to a seamstress that was a higher value. But even if you're looking at like a $30 piece and you can get it for a couple of dollars, but there's a hole in it, and it just takes a minute to sew it up. But if you don't have that skill and you don't know that, I'm sitting there going, you could sew that. But I don't do clothing. So, I mean, I sew as a hobby, but I don't sew clothing. So, anyhow, sometimes I just go, But that's good that Crystal has those skills to be able to offer that extra service. Amazing. Don't buy the whole fixing and cleaning. Yeah.
Sometimes it's just not worth their time.
Right. Yeah. There are absolutely times where it is not worth the time. People will buy it with the holes and fix it. Yeah. That too.
Okay. All three are cross-listed.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, when you can have that guaranteed income like that and still be able to resell, that works out well for everybody.
I just took that sweater off my lap because I got done listing it, and now my legs are cold. I should have kept it on.
That's funny. Oh my goodness, these are so dusty. That right there, that's the extent of the cleaning that I like to do. Just wipe the dust off. There, I will buy, like this glass piece, I'm going to have to soak this one with vinegar because it's kind of cloudy in there. But there are pieces for me that are worth it to buy and clean before I sell them. So I understand that. I'm sure some people look at dishes and things and think there's no way I'm going to fix that. I'm just going to walk right by it. $5 to have a pair. Oh, to have a full-time lister. Yeah. What is your first option? Oh, is he going to be on, is he on Whatnot? I've seen a couple of people trying to get on there. They have applications in that haven't been accepted yet.
Applications for what?
There's an app called Whatnot where they can go on and you have a live auction. You sell your stuff auction style. It's Wednesday the 12th. Okay.
Why not just do it on eBay or YouTube like others are doing?
Because the app pulls in collectors.
Oh. So is it mainly for collectibles then?
They're building up a pretty good clientele for things like retro t-shirts, video games, not figurines. What are the toys? The action figures. Kind of retro stuff is what I've seen most people selling on there. He says it's all the rage. The cool kids are doing it. But it's drawn in a good audience of buyers over there.
Cool.
It's good on the computer and the rest is training. Yeah. It's hard sometimes when you train somebody to do what you're doing and then they just want to do it for themselves and then they quit and you have to train somebody else.
Does this look old to you? I thought this was really pretty.
It does not look old, no.
I mean, old lady would wear it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a more mature style. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, because it's got the boxy in the back and it's like that suede feel.
It reminds me of like a Coldwater Creek kind of thing.
It's Robert Kitchen. I haven't heard of that brand before, but I just thought it's in really great shape. And it was at the bin, so made in Canada. I don't know. I just thought it was like if I was thin enough to wear it, I would wear it.
Yeah.
It's acrylic polyester.
Marcy stopped in and said hello.
Good morning.
And Crystal said she would wear that because she has old lady style.
So it is an old lady style. Well, actually, I could see my mom wearing it, so I had her try it on when I was with her. It didn't fit her, but it's the kind of stuff she would wear. But
it reminds me of like the stuff that my mother-in-law likes. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think it's hip.
Well, just like that sweater, like you put old lady style or what did
Granny.
they tell you to put in there? Granny, yeah. That's what all the cool kids are wearing. No, I'm just kidding. Marcy said she could rock that old lady style. It is a nice. I do like that color. Yeah.
I love the color, like especially for my hair. I think it is good. This is my favorite color, actually. Burnt orange.
All right, I've been trying to photograph this set of ornaments for a hot minute here. Get them out. Okay. Marcy, I can't believe you're going on that show with the weirdos. Are you going to go on there, Marcy? I think you've been on there once before, though, haven't you? I catch that one every once in a while. Ask your grandpa, can I have his hand-me-downs? Now that song's going to be stuck in my head. I'm going to have to see if I can find that and play it for you guys now. If I had my Alexa in here, I'd have her play it. She just laughs. She's not even going to claim it. She's just going to laugh about it. Oh, I don't know if this one's going to stand up or not. Ah! There we go. Oh, these three little guys are cute, even without Winnie the Pooh in there. Lives in your head rent free. I know. Every time I hear something from part of that song. Elizabeth was listening to it a little bit too closely the other day, and she had questions.
Even when my kids scold me, like, "Mom, do you even know the words?" I'm like, "Nope." I was like, "You probably ought to listen to them." I'm like, "It sounds catchy. Who cares?" I'm like, okay.
It's got some questionable lyrics in there, you know.
Yeah, maybe I'll look it up later.
It'll take to make one of them cry. That's a good reason to join them. Oh my goodness.
I don't know if I know that song. Maybe I shouldn't.
The thrift shop song?
The thrift. Which one?
The thrift shop song. Macklemore?
Oh, is that the Pop and Tags one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Now it's in my head. Thanks a lot, y'all.
It's John's fault.
Oh my god.
He brought it up. Yeah. We've always been like thrifters before we were resellers. We've always gone to the thrift stores and the garage sales and stuff. So when that song came out, we were just like laughing our heads off at it because it was like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious.
It's just too catchy.
It was so fitting. Yeah. We're not as cool as the people that sing the song, but we love the song. Oh, I didn't measure any of these. Oh, well, I'll just measure the boxes, I guess. They're all about the same size. As you know, the first time I put the listing up without a measurement on it, somebody will ask.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I was searching before thrifting was cool. Me too. Absolutely. The funny thing was just like, we had thrifted so much, like I literally needed nothing else to like live the rest of my life. I would have been just fine. But now it's fun because I can go thrifting again and I have a reason to go and it's not just for me.
Yeah.
But now I've over thrifted and I have a 10 by 20 storage unit that's completely full. So there's that too.
Yeah.
Oh, which reminds me, I have to take them a check today. Because they don't take electronic payments of any type.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm only paying $70 a month. So I
Well,
can't complain about that either.
that's what size is it?
I think it's a 10 by 20.
Wow, jeez. It's not climate controlled, I guess.
No, it is not. No. Crystal says I was wearing my grandpa's clothes in middle school and was made fun of. Aww. I think vintage is cool. I was in high school in the 90s and a lot of the kids were wearing vintage clothes then.
Okay. It is.
All right. Do you think? I don't know if I should sell these together. I'm going to look these up real quick. Oh, wait. Is that the same brand? Yeah. I have 2 of the 12 Days of Christmas, which is not helpful. And I don't know how to sell them. Oh, shoot. I spelled that wrong. There we go. Oh, my gosh, you guys. The wind out here is just crazy. Somebody else has 2 random ones listed together. Let's see if they're selling them. Yeah, somebody else actually sold these 2 together. That's so funny. Cool. I would much rather sell these together. Ooh, I think this one's like brand new, brand new. It's cold and windy there too. So you guys are southern Wisconsin, is that right?
Just the name Wisconsin, even in the summer, sounds cold to me.
Hmm?
The name Wisconsin even sounds cold to me in the summer.
Oh, I only have 1 string.
Actually need to weigh this.
Okay.
2 pounds.
Yeah.
Maybe someone somewhere will want that one. Where's the country at?
We're up in Northwest Ohio, but it seemed like it was a pretty big system that was coming through, so probably all the same one.
Okay, so Erin, we are after 12 o'clock.
Is it really? Oh,
yeah. And I'm short on, I'm short on my data.
Okay, that's no problem. We can.
And also hungry now. Yeah. So, but I mean, it sounds like you've got activity. So, I mean, I could drop off and you could stay on. Maybe somebody else too would jump on if you wanted.
Does anybody else want to join me? If not, I'm just going to go get some lunch too. I
was gonna say, you do really well when you're like, if I step away, I can hear you talking. So,
yeah.
But yeah,
it's so weird to be on by myself though.
Why?
I don't know. It just is. Because like I've thought about it from like time to time and been like, oh, I should just hop on while I'm working and see if anybody else is out there. But then I'm like, nah, I don't want to do it by myself.
Yeah, I mean, just jump on and be like, I'm gonna do a quick live real quick. I've done that.
I don't see any other volunteers to join me, so. Well, this has been productive for me, so I hope it has for you guys. Yeah, see, John hates being live solo. It's so weird,
man.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I manage.
I know, because I abandon you from time to time.
Be like, hey, Erin was supposed to be here, but I don't know. She'll show up.
That's
but
okay. I could
it
use
works that way.
a
Yeah,
lunch break
it's
also, so
no
not a
big deal.
problem. But this has been fun. We'll do it again next time
Yeah,
on your channel.
I would. Yeah, and I would totally like keep working because I'm gonna be working, but I just gotta watch my data right now because I'm like tomorrow's my last day and I'm already at capacity. I'm
Yeah,
trying to avoid the extra charge they like to add on.
right.
Yeah. So
All right, everybody stay warm. Take care. See y'all next
okay.
week.
All right. Y'all have a good week.
All right, bye
Bye.
guys.